So busy week. It's going to be busy this week, and I think it's going to be a strong spring. Not as strong as what we all want, but I still think there's momentum going. Kudos to Jimmy and Sharon for their presentation last week in the office. I thought it was first class. We had a good group in the office, and I got a lot of text messages and WhatsApp messages from people that actually saw the video, and they said that they really enjoyed it, and they thanked us for putting that on. And those two will have them in a few more times over the year, just because they draw a crowd, and it's good to get advice from a professional, both in the number side of our business, because that's super important, as I emphasize, with your taxation and what you can and can't write off, and how to get yourself in best practices going forward, because the last thing you want to do is get behind in your taxes, because when you get behind in anything, it sucks to get caught up. And Sharon's going to be dropping some hints and some invitations to some pre-sale projects that are coming up and about to complete, and to get us to be able to regurgitate that marketing material to send out to our world, because that's what your customers and friends and family rely on, is your knowledge in the marketplace. And then we always have Mr. Mustache, Paul Hood, dealing with the numbers of mortgages and what he thinks the rates are going to do, and his recommendations for your customers, depending on their personal circumstances, because not everybody should be in a locked in, not everybody should be in a variable. It's all an individual, and that's what Paul and his team are amazing at, is to make a personal package for your customers and give them the best advice going forward. So guys, please, if you have a customer that's looking for a mortgage or wants a second opinion, use Paul and his team. They are amazing. So we have Serena, and I met her April of last year. I think she wrote us an email saying, hey, I'm thinking about getting licensed and this and that. And we had a meeting, and I read my notes this morning about the meeting, and every now and then, you're all gems. But she mean a young gal, but totally focused, lots of direction. I put the wow comment in my notes, and that just tells me, and lots of you, or all of you, are wows too. But I really, when I get the gym like this, I really think that it's going to benefit not only us, but a great time to work together. And she's very open at collaborating. And why we're talking about this app CapCut today is because I needed help. And what we were doing in the office, we're all starting to do more video. And if you're not, you should. But not everybody listens to the videos that you do. Everybody's sitting in a different chair, whether they're in a classroom, restaurant, whatever, no headphones. And so having a data format underneath or on the screen, I think, is hugely important. So I asked her, what do we do? And she said, CapCut. I went, CapCut? What's CapCut? And hence where we are today. So we're using it now. My staff love it. It makes their job a lot easier, which is what we want, right? We want to be able to do a great job. And if we can streamline it and make it more efficient and easier for us, then we've achieved our goal. So not only did she tell us, this is where I'm getting at, not only did she tell us what the app was and explain to us what it does, but the way she drafted it up to give direction to the staff, couldn't have asked for it any better. So then we've got used to it, we're doing it, and then I'm trying to bring in ideas for our Monday meetings for best practices and tips and tricks. I don't always want people to try to sell you the pens and paper and stuff like that. But if you're not using these apps, or you are using these apps, she's going to show you something that's probably a little bit different than how you're doing it, because she's really, really good at it. And that's what I go for, is that little bit extra more. So are you ready?
Yeah.
So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Serena, and the floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your kind words, Mike. That was very nice of you to say. And good morning, everyone. My name is Serena. I'm a new-ish realtor with Century 21, and my background is in marketing and specifically running social media pages for small businesses, as well as being a UGC creator. A UGC creator is someone who creates content for brands without being an influencer. You create videos for their product or service, and they run ads behind it or post it to their own social media page. So I use CapCut on a daily basis, and you should too. Buyers and sellers are online every day, and showing up consistently helps build trust, attract leads, and stay top of mind. And that's where CapCut comes in. So I've pre-recorded a video of me just explaining some CapCut and video best practices. And then I film a video with you. So I show you how I film, and then we edit it together, and then I show you the final product. So it's a little bit of a longer video. It's around 18 minutes long to show you everything I do. So yeah, I'll just share my screen on my phone and then start playing the pre-recorded video. I'm gonna mute myself here.
Yeah, could you all mute yourselves too, please?
And then if anybody has questions, I'll answer them at the end. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about why you should be posting on social media and how to do it the easiest way. If you're not posting on social media, you're missing out on huge opportunities to reach people for free. Here's why you should do it. More exposure. You can reach thousands of people, even millions, all for free. It builds trust and credibility with your audience and your community. And once again, it's free marketing. Whenever you're filming a video, I want you to remember that there's 3 parts to every video: the hook, the body, and the call to action. You want to start the video with something that will grab someone's attention. So no "hey guys" or any pauses in the beginning of your video. Just get straight to it. Some examples of a hook could be: stop scrolling, you're gonna need to hear this. Talking directly to your audience, grabbing their attention so that they'll stay for the rest of the video. What I like to do, since the hook is the most important part of the video, is say something dramatic, do something dramatic with my hands or a camera movement, and put something on screen and a sound effect. So I have a higher chance of someone stopping because I grab their attention, because I'm doing 4 or 3 different things to grab their attention at the beginning of the video, instead of saying "hey guys," because they're just going to scroll by if you do that. Then there's the body of the video, and this is where you're going to explain what you're going to say. So you're going to give your main points, your why, your how, but you're going to explain it quickly and clearly. You can show visuals to keep people around. You can pop images on screen that are related to what you are talking about. We're gonna do some quick edits to make sure that our point gets across with no pauses, clearly in one flow, and I'm gonna show you how to do that on CapCut in a second. And then the last part of your video would be your call to action. This is where you tell the people that are watching your video what to do, what you want them to do. So you can tell them to follow you for more updates or tips and tricks, or to give you a call if they have any questions, or click the link in my bio, check out my website. Make sure to ask, because if you don't ask, they won't do it. Always include a call to action. Now, 3 things that you should keep in mind when you are filming are good lighting. Right now, I'm in front of my big window filming this, so I have some good natural lighting. If you don't, you're gonna want to have a light in front of you. You're gonna want to have some clear audio. I have my AirPods in, but you can use a mic. You're also gonna want to be in a quiet area with no distractions. Right now I am filming using the front camera, so you want to make sure that you've wiped your front camera, because there's many times where I've filmed and there was a fingerprint on the camera the whole time and I have to reshoot again. For the video that we are going to be filming and editing together, I took inspiration from the January 2025 MLS Market Insight on the Greater Vancouver Realtor YouTube page. So I've used their information and I've just put my own spin on it. I've also screenshotted a couple of the graphs that they show on their YouTube video to add into my video so that people have a visual and are more engaged while I talk. I am leaving space above my head so that I can put text up here, or to put my voice transcript, so whatever words I'm saying, I can get them to pop up here. Again, for people who have a disability or who are scrolling social media without the volume on, they'll still be able to follow along to what I'm saying. So I have my script ready and I've emailed it to myself along with the 2 images that I'm going to be using. Somehow the clip got deleted, so I'm just refilming this. I wanted to say that I'm not memorizing my whole script. I'm memorizing 1 sentence at a time, and then I'm delivering it to the camera, pausing and doing that over. So I'm memorizing the first line, delivering it to the camera, pausing, memorizing the second, and doing it all over and over again. And then I will cut out my pauses, so it's 1 continuous video, and I'm keeping the camera in the same spot, so it does look like 1 continuous video. The next clip will be the raw footage, so the unedited version of my final video. So it'll be that, and then I'll show you how I'm editing the video, and then I'll show you the final cut. Are you thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. But does that mean prices are dropping? Well, sellers are entering the market in big numbers. In January, Metro Vancouver saw 5,600 new listings hit the MLS, a 47% jump compared to last year, and a 31% above the 10-year average. That means by the end of the month, there were 11,500 homes listed for sale, 33% above the seasonal norm. But what about sales? Well, realtors recorded 1,550 home sales in January, which is 9% higher than last year, but still 11% below the 10-year seasonal average. Now, is demand keeping up with all these new listings? One way we can measure this is with the sale to active listing ratio, which tells us if we were in a buyer's market, seller's market, or a balanced market. Anything above 20%, prices tend to go up. Anything below 12%, prices tend to go down. Right now, the market is balanced at 14% overall. But here's where it gets interesting. Detached home are at 9%, leaning towards a buyer's market. Attached homes or townhomes are at 19%, a balanced market. Apartments, 17%. Apartments, 17%, strong demand nearing a seller's market. With supply catching up to demand, home prices saw a little movement in January. Here's the latest. The benchmark price for all housing types was $1,173,000. For detached homes, it was $2 million. For townhomes, it was $1.1 million. And apartments, $748,000. And finally, for apartments, $748,000. But what's next? Tariffs could shake things up, depending on how long they last and how Canada decides to respond. The impact on housing remains to be seen in the coming months. Want to stay ahead of the market? Follow for more updates. So you can tell in the raw footage that there's many mistakes, many pauses, and it's boring and slow. So in the next video, we're gonna make the video more exciting, more engaging. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to edit the video that we just saw the raw footage for in CapCut. So CapCut is actually it's the best free video editing app. There's a desktop version and a app as well. That's what I'm using right now. But once you click into it, there's the option for new project. And that's how you add in your clips from your camera roll. So these are all the clips I've taken today. So I've already added the clips in. It's this one, the unedited video that I've named it. So I've added all the clips that I need. So I'm just gonna click on it and it'll open the project. And here you can see the timeline of your whole video from start to finish. And like we talked about, the hook in the first 3 seconds of the video is super important. So I'm gonna go and make sure that when I start the video, I start talking right away and there's no awkward pause. So I'm gonna play the video and I know that I paused or that the sound cut out in the beginning. So I'm gonna cut that part out. You thinking of buying? So there, I paused. So I'm gonna start from thinking. So let's, you think so right about there is where I start talking. So I'm going to press the clip, and the split is going to pop up, split here in the corner here. I'm going to press split. So what that does is it cuts where I put the arrow, it cuts this part. So now I'm going to delete this part because I don't want a pause in the beginning of the video. So it's gone. If I want to bring it back, I just press the arrow right here and bring it back, but I don't want it. So I'm just going to listen to make sure that I didn't cut off anything I said and that it starts where I want it to start. Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. But does that... Okay, so yeah, it started where I wanted it to start. But here, the ending, you can see that I go to grab the camera to clip off and finish the clip. But this does not need to be in the video. So right when I close my mouth, I want to clip it so that we don't have a pause in the video. Listings. So right after listings, and my hand goes up, I'm going to hope for the best. So I'm going to select the clip again, and then split here in the corner, split. So this is 0.7 seconds. So almost a full second of wasted time, basically. So I'm going to delete that and make sure that I'm going to listen back and make sure I didn't cut myself off. Surge in new listings. So yeah, I didn't cut myself off. So now the beginning, this is the second clip. So this beginning, I know that I paused, so I'm going to clip it as well. So let's listen. Surge in new listings. So I got to go a little, yeah, I think around there is when I start talking. So again, select the clip, press split.
Vale.
Sorry, I think someone is unmuted. Thank you. Video. Listings. So right after listings, and my hand goes up, I'm going to hope for the best. So I'm going to select the clip again, and then split here in the corner, split. So this is 0.7 seconds. So almost a full second of wasted time, basically. So I'm going to delete that and make sure that I'm going to listen back and make sure I didn't cut myself off. Surge in new listings. So yeah, I didn't cut myself off. So now the beginning, this is the second clip. So this beginning, I know that I paused, so I'm going to clip it as well. So let's listen. Surge in new listings. But so I got to go a little there. I think around there is when I start talking. So again, select the clip, press split, and delete this. So I'm going to listen to make sure that this blends seamlessly. It's kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. Does that mean prices are dropping? Well, sellers are... So I think I actually cut a little bit off, but so I could just go back and pull this. So I pull the arrow, and it gives back the beginning pieces of the clip, if that makes sense. New listings. But does that mean prices are dropping? So yeah, that's more seamlessly, so that you really can't tell now that I clipped it, or that there was a almost 2-second pause between these two clips. It's just flows. Surge in new listings. But does that mean prices are dropping? Okay, so that looks good to me. So that's how you split clips and delete all the pauses. So any like awkward pause, any mistakes, anything that I don't want in, I will select the clip, split it, delete it. Yeah, that's what I'll do to get rid of that. And then we're gonna work on the beginning of this. So we said that we want a hook in the beginning of the video. So this is what I wrote out for the on-screen text that I want. So this is my hook. I'm just gonna copy it. But yeah, you can see that I've written out what I want on screen for pretty much every section of the video in my notes. So I'm gonna go here, and how I'm gonna add text is this text button here. I'm gonna press text, and then here it says add text. So I'm gonna press add text, and here's where I'm gonna paste my text. And this is where you're gonna wanna play with the formatting a little bit to make sure it fits. I can shrink it. I can move the placement. I can also pick what color. There's some fun stuff, but I just wanna make sure that it's legible. So I'll probably do this white with a black border. And then there's also lots of stuff you can explore. Some stuff is for the paid version, but there's a lot of stuff that's also for the free version. There's also some animations to your text. I think I'll do this one. So I just put an animation to make it more attention grabbing. So thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, so you can see that it's pretty fun. It's slid up, cool. The next thing I want to do is add a sound effect to the beginning of the video to make it the hook trifecta. So I'm saying something interesting. There's interesting text on screen, there's an animation, and there's a sound effect. So I'm gonna go to audio here, and then here there's sound. And there's lots to pick from. They're super fun. A lot of them are free, which is great. I like this popping sound, so I'm gonna add the popping sound. So let's listen to it.
Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market.
Awesome, that's super fun. It really grabs someone's attention when there's, 3 different things going on. They're more likely, if they're interested, to stick around and watch the rest of the video. So another thing I'm going to show you is how to add an image to the video. So if you want to pop a graph to explain what you're saying, or if you have a picture that you want to show, this is how you're going to do it. So I'm going to press overlay here. And then I'm going to press add overlay, and then you can either add a video on top or a picture. So I wanted to add this picture. This is just for the sake of the video. And yeah, it's added the picture on top. So I can actually move it wherever I want. I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger. But I'm just gonna put it here for now. This doesn't really go with what I'm saying, but I just wanna show you. So at the beginning of this picture, I wanna add an animation. I want it to like slide in. So I'm gonna press this animation button, and let's pick one. There's a lot of paid and free versions, you just gotta look. So I added the transition in the beginning. Now I want to add a transition out, so I'm going to select the clip, animation, and press out. So let me find one that I like. I think I like this one, because it slides out like that. So now let's watch it all over again together.
Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings.
Yeah, cool. So I kind of want to add a sound effect to this. So again, I'm going to go to audio, sound effect, and I think the swoosh sound will be perfect for the picture sliding in and out. So I'm going to add the same sound effect at the end of this. So again, sound effect, swoosh. So now let's listen to it all over again.
Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. But does that mean prices are...
Okay, awesome. I'm liking the way it turned out. Another thing I usually do is I speed up the clip. So let me show you again. I speed up the clip because I feel like I talk too slow a lot of the time, especially if I'm reading off a script or something. I'm definitely slower. So you're going to select the clip you want to speed up. Selected, I'm going to press speed, and then I'm going to press normal. And then I either like to put to 1.1 speed, so just a tiny bit faster, or 1.2. If you do anything more than that, I find that it actually makes your voice really high pitched. So I don't really like to do that. So that's probably the fastest I'll go is 1.2. So yeah, I've added the speed and everything, and I'm happy with what it looks like, the first clip. So now I want to add the captions. So I want to transcribe my video. So let me show you again. So what I do is, here it says captions. I press captions, and it'll actually give you a lot of options for captions. There's a lot of free, a lot of paid, but I picked this one. That's kind of what it looks like. It's like bum, 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 bum. It keeps people, engaged. And I'm gonna press generate here at the bottom. It takes a second, but it's usually pretty accurate. I do like to read through it and make sure that everything looks the way I want it to look. But yeah, this is where you can kind of see and edit. You can edit here if it looks good or not. To me, it looks good. I'm gonna press done, and it's generated the captions for the whole video. So let's take a look.
Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. But does that...
And that looks a lot better than it did in the beginning. I'm going to end it there. These are all the basic things that you need to know how to do on CapCut to just start you off. Now I'm going to go on and edit the rest of the video, and we'll see the finished product together. But when you're done, you're just going to press up here, export, and it's going to download into your camera roll. So you can then upload this to Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Ta-da! And then this is going to be my camera roll.
Thinking of buying or selling in Metro Vancouver? Well, the real estate market just kicked off 2025 with a surge in new listings. But does that mean prices are dropping? Well, sellers are entering the market in big numbers. In January, Metro Vancouver saw 5,600 new listings hit the MLS, a 47% jump compared to last year, and a 31% above the 10-year average. That means by the end of the month, there were 11,500 homes listed for sale, 33% above the seasonal norm. But what about sales? Realtors recorded 1,550 home sales in January, which is 9% higher than last year, but still 11% below the 10-year seasonal average. Now, is demand keeping up with all of these new listings? One way we can measure this is with the sale to active listing ratio, which tells us if we were in a buyer's market, seller's market, or a balanced market. Anything above 20%, prices tend to go up. Anything below 12%, prices tend to go down. Right now, the market is balanced at 14% overall. But here's where it gets interesting. Detached homes are at 9%, leaning towards a buyer's market. Attached homes or townhomes are at 19%. Apartments, 17%. Strong demand nearing a seller's market. With supply catching up to demand, home prices saw a little movement in January. Here's the latest. The benchmark price for all housing types was $1,173,000. For detached homes, it was $2 million. For townhomes, it was $1.1 million. And finally, for apartments, $748,000. But what's next? Tariffs could shake things up, depending on how long they last and how Canada decides to respond. Want to stay ahead of the market? Follow for more updates.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about why you should be posting on social media.
All done.
I thought that was very cool. That was very, I have a couple questions, can I?
Yeah, of course.
So obviously you're fast fingers, fast thumbs and stuff.
Mhm.
How long did it take you to do that video?
The whole thing?
The whole thing to post it?
Uh, Probably 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, but
So
I've used CapCut a lot, so it probably take you 30 or 40 minutes.
okay, so say it takes you an hour. It's one
Mhm.
hour, 1 hour a month
Mhm.
to do those stats. And I love the way that was done because that made the overall average stat look interesting and engaging because
Mhm.
when you hear it, no offense from the board, it's pretty dry.
Mhm.
So I love that. And could you imagine, guys, if you did that for the neighborhoods?
Mhm.
Oh, Cole Harbor, Yale Town, Kitsilano, Tinseltown, Burquitlam, whatever it is that you want, Caulfield. That
Mhm.
that to me, you know, and I can see people when they watch that video, they're gonna go, ah, shit, that's a lot of work. But
Mhm.
that's what our profession is. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. And if you think it's easy, you should be selling shoes. It says get out there. Well, sorry, I don't know. Shoes are a tough sale, but this is a real tough business, and it's the guys that work hard are the ones that always do better, right? So spend some time to learn how to do this simple stuff, because it's not rocket science what you're doing. You just got to get used to where to find the fonts that you like, the sounds that you like, the colors that you like. I like the suggestion of where to place the texting because I don't even know if we're doing that. I think ours is coming across the front here. And yes, you got to have a call to action. And I like the way that you start, not hi guys, it's get right into it. And what is your best piece of advice for this?
Just download the app and just play around with it because that's how I taught myself. Just going through all the little fonts and the animations and the different buttons and trying to figure out what does what. So it just takes time. And if there's like a specific question, I'm happy to answer. There's also lots of like helpful YouTube videos that do like uh, an hour in depth on the CapCut up. So if you're interested, there's
You
many
have some
resources.
you have some good links for those YouTube videos.
I can send them over. Yeah,
You have your go-tos?
yeah. I can send you a list.
Okay. Anybody here that has a question? Yeah, Armand?
Hi, it was great. Thank you so much for the video. It makes it more structured, easier for us. I've been playing with it, and
Mm-hmm.
I see some good videos and bad videos
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and it's hard to manage what is first, what is next, and how things that you can fix it. That was great. I was gonna ask for other types of videos that we are not necessarily in front of the camera. Maybe
Hmm.
you're in a presentation center filming the projects, the building model, or we are at the listing, we are filming for buyers tour.
Yeah.
Do you think that same structure, but
Yeah.
it's something else instead of our face would be applicable still?
Yeah, so if you're doing like a home tour or like you said, you're filming the pre-sale center, um, I would film the whole video, try to film everything in one clip. So not multiple clips, but try to get a good one walkthrough of it. And then you take it into CapCut and you do the same thing I did. So um, you would split the video at the section that you don't need. So when you're walking through a hallway, you split right when you're starting to walk through the hallway and after you've finished walking through the hallway. And instead of deleting that clip, you would go and speed it up to 2x, 3x, 5x, just to like zoom past the hallway where you don't need the footage in the video. So that's how people are doing it, where they're showing the main parts of the
Yeah.
house and then they're turning, walking up the stairs, they're cutting the clip, they're speeding the clip up so that you zoom past the stairs. So basically, yeah, that's what you would do.
That's great. Thanks. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that makes sense. I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
videos and it's exactly like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, for the boring parts, you can just fast
Exactly.
it and go through. Do you know for the pro version what actually has the CapCut
Yeah.
additionally?
I have the pro version, and the main feature I do use is the teleprompter. So instead of like memorizing the script just zooms past here, and I'm just reading, and it's like right above the camera, so it looks like I'm looking at the camera, so it just speeds up the whole process.
Mm,
That's the main thing. You get access to a lot more fonts,
France.
animations, transitions, different things, but that's what I think is worth it for me, the
That's worth
teleprompter.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
What's the pro
Yeah.
version cost?
$10 a month. Yeah. Or I think yearly it's $80 if you want to pay all at once.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions or
Art class as well.
comments?
I do have a quick question. Doc, do you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Serena, thank you for the video. It was amazing. I do have one quick question. I have been using CapCut for a while.
Mhm.
Just the free version, not the pro one.
Mhm.
There's one sort of video that I'm not sure how they created. Let's say
Mhm.
I record a full video from a tour in a home, and
Mhm.
I'm talking, or at least like I will add my voice later. But in the middle of the video, I want to, for example, split it up and
Mhm.
add a video of like maybe the view or a video of something else. So when I split the first video, can I upload another a video in between or no?
Yeah, exactly. So you can there's a plus sign at the end of the timeline on the bottom. So you would just press the plus sign, and maybe I can show you on my phone if it's better.
So if we record one full video, we can later add other smaller videos in the middle
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So I don't know if you let me unblur my background. Or actually let me share my screen here. 1 second.
While you're doing that, I have a
Yes.
question. Is this program picking up what you're saying, or is it trans so you don't have to type that in?
No. Like I showed in the video, there's a button at the bottom that says captions. You just press the captions button and then you press generate, and it takes like a minute and it'll generate all the captions. You can edit them and you can just double check that it didn't make any mistakes. But yeah, you don't need to type out all the captions.
Well, it's AI listening to you and it's just transposing it into a text.
Yeah, exactly. But the ones above my head, I'm writing those out myself.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not what I'm saying, it's different things. So I'm writing those out all in my notes and then pasting them above my head. Okay. So I accidentally left the meeting on my phone, so I have to rejoin. But if anybody has any other questions while I try to
I
Can you
do.
join our meeting?
How long is there a recommended time limit?
For like videos to be, yeah, different apps have a different recommendation. So for TikTok, I think when you're starting out, trying to keep it under 30 seconds is really good just for attention span, because TikTok will show your video to more people if people are watching your video all the way through. So if it's like a 2-minute long video, people aren't watching it all the way through. TikTok's not going to keep showing it to other people. It's just going to stay at the, 200 views. It's not going to get many views, but it can't be anything less than 9 seconds, because then it won't suggest it to other people. So it's just like more than 9 seconds, less than 30 seconds when you
Recording in progress.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's your phone.
That's pretty
Okay. Yeah. That's what's recommended for TikTok. For Instagram, people usually repurpose their video that they posted on TikTok to Instagram, but Instagram also likes shorter videos with a longer caption. Sometimes you're scrolling on the reels and you see like a really short clip and you're like, where's the rest of it? It's all in the caption. And yeah, since the video is playing over and over while you're reading this ginormous caption, it's telling Instagram that people are just watching the video a million times, but no, they're just trying to get through the caption. So it shows it. So that's a little trick that people do to get more attention. Let me see if I can answer Atlas's question. Let me share the screen.
What was her question again?
She wanted to know that if she films a whole video, if she can add clips to it later.
Yeah.
Atlas, maybe you can
So Mike, I think you have seen some videos on Instagram that like the video is one video, like I'm giving you a tour of the home that I am listing, but sometime in the middle of the video you see another video popping up, like of the view of the unit or from like some specific location of the building.
Yeah.
Because she suggested to take one full video and then we add this stuff. I wanted to know how we can add another smaller video in the middle of the main video.
Okay. So for this video, I did do that. So I added this picture here. So how I did that was I clicked select the clip and then I pressed overlay, add overlay, and then I could some funniness. Sorry, I wasn't ready to show. Maybe this video overlay, but I can add this on top. Let me just. So that's what you were saying, where they're adding the view of the 24th floor to the video while they're showing the house. They can do that, or I can add it between the clips. So instead of it being on top of this clip, I can add it in the middle. Let me just try to do that. Let's, oh my God. Where did it go? There. So then I can press on it and then cover the whole thing.
So did you zoom on it?
Yeah, I did zoom on it.
So with the phone,
yeah.
you can just put your finger and then zoom out.
Yeah, exactly. You can just add overlay and then add the clip. And then if you want it to be like small or big, you can just, do that whole thing.
Got it. Thank you very much. That was actually the answer. Thank you.
Well, that was very cool. Thank you so much. It's for a guy like me, that's a lot to absorb. But it's like I said, it takes the effort. One of the takeaways I got from it is, and we're going that direction in the company right now, is I'm going to everything that we have is on YouTube, because I think the quote I heard is YouTube is the new Google. When you're looking to do something or get some information, you go to YouTube. So everything that we're going to do is on YouTube. All our staff meetings are on YouTube. All our courses are on YouTube. All our guest speakers are come on YouTube. So and if you guys are watching this, my weekly tips will be on YouTube. So anybody coming in that's starting out or 20 years in the business can go see the tips of the week to see if they can pick up a couple nuggets there. But thank you so much. That was incredible. And again, I on behalf of the company, I appreciate your help, what you've done for us, because it's made us, I believe, look a lot better on social media. One quick question. You keep mentioning TikTok. I got out of TikTok because I wasn't doing it. And it was just kind of a distraction plus the press coming. For these, where is the best? Is Facebook and Instagram still the best platforms for your viewers, or is it just doesn't matter because it's if your viewers are on TikTok, you got to feed them on TikTok?
I think TikTok is the best because it actually shows your video to new people. So new people can find you, not just the people that are already following you. You can, yeah. So what I mean is that when you post a video to TikTok, it'll show it to like 300 to 400 people automatically. And it's not people that follow you. It's actually people that don't follow you. So you have that, you have the potential to reach different people that don't know you, that you wouldn't reach through Instagram, because Instagram shows it to your followers mostly.
Oh, because on our business pages, I
Yeah.
guess that's what you call them on Instagram, we get comments from people that we don't follow.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean
They're already following you though?
already following me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
They might show it to maybe 3 or 4 or 10 people, but it's not comparable because it's TikTok is like 400 new people. Okay. So yeah.
So if we re-engage our TikTok for the company and we have a 1-minute video, but you said TikTok likes 30 seconds, can we do a 30-second video with the link to go longer to somewhere else, or does it just have to keep it at 30 seconds?
No, yeah. If you do that, TikTok doesn't want people going off of the app. So if you're referring people to like, oh, visit my website, it'll just like not shut it down, but it won't show your video to many people because they want people to stay on TikTok. They don't want them to leave. Okay. So you can put the link in your bio, but maybe suggest it with text. Like some people like spell things wrong, you know, like go to my website, but they spell it wrong, so TikTok doesn't know.
Okay, all right. Yeah, don't try to outsmart the computer.
Yeah, exactly.
And another life lesson, guys, if you're blogging and all that, send the link back to your websites instead of somebody else's website. You want to keep them in control. Yeah. So I think I've took enough of your time. I don't think there's any other questions out there. Serena, really appreciate that, and thank you again for your help. Of course. Doug Paul, do you have any words of wisdoms to say about mortgages or anything that we should know about?
Not really. Serena, that was great. I'm glad I tuned in. Video is something that I'm definitely not doing, and maybe I should, and you made it look like I could actually figure it out, so thank you for that. Mortgages, the market's just as uncertain as ever. So RBC today is saying that there will be a pause in a rate drop based on inflation, but tomorrow Donald Trump might say tariffs are coming even stronger, and suddenly that'll change. So it's anybody's guess right now what's going to happen March 12th, and the answer to that, it might come on March 11th. Something might happen that'll change things. So we're trucking along. There's lots of activity out there, lots of buyers, lots of sellers, and certainly a lot of mortgage renewals. So it's all about educating clients and giving them the right advice and making sure that they understand the next mortgage they're getting into. There was a time in this industry where you just lock in for 5 years and forget about it. But the volatility these days means you have to really think about in a 5-year term what the next 1 or 2 years look like. So that's what we're trying to do, is just make sure clients are making the right decisions.
Doug, what about you? Words of wisdom for the week?
Yeah, it's busy out there, guys. I'm getting a lot of calls on different things, rescission periods, the MLS contract, co-listings, all that kind of stuff. So I know when my phone starts ringing that it's busy out there. So I would just say, guys, stay positive. Keep your messages positive out there and going forward. And the businesses out there, buyers are still buying, and hey, maybe the listings are overwhelming it, but there's still buyers out there. So keep a positive attitude and keep going. If you have any questions, give me a call.
Hey, and one last thing, guys, remember reviews are important. So when you do a deal, make sure we've got your customers' contact information there so Angel can send out a review. If you haven't done it, go find us on Google, give us a review, find Century 21 Canada, give them a review. It means a lot to everybody, not just yourself. So on saying that, have a good week. If you need me, I'm here and Doug's here. And go sell something, go list something, right? Have some fun and be good. Take care.
Well done, Serena. Way to go. Good presentation.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.